told you the training camp hype was coming, and it is absolutely here. Twitter is going bananas with all of these highlight clips and these one-on-one drills and even freaking, I don't know how somebody gets excited about a ladder drill, but we've managed to do it. So we are going to give you some hyped up players that you should be shipping off right now in Dynasty while you can at a really good price. So do us a huge favor. If you haven't already, head over to flockfantasy.com/domain. When you're there, you're going to get our all new player blueprint if you do the annual Mother Flocker tier. Player blueprint on the screen.
What is a player blueprint?
Well, a player blueprint is basically a multi-year plan for your dynasty team and also a good idea of what your current build is. You're going to want to get one. Like I said, flockfantasy.com/domain, annual Mother Flocker tier gets you a player blueprint. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe as well. Let's get into this. Let's just talk about some of these. Let's put this tweet up. Tweet number 1. Justin Ross's hands are something else. Have you ever noticed that this Twitter account right here, they always put
NFL Rookie Watch.
They always put like things in quotation marks.
It's so funny.
It is hilarious. All right, his hands are something else. Emoji. Everybody make that face into the camera. Whoa. Justin Ross. Ross has reportedly been one of the top playmakers for the Chiefs consistently.
It's like he's trying to make it sound like it's
BS. That's a quote from who knows who. Like, who knows?
I know who's behind this account now, and it's Ryan Bread. That's got to be it. Throughout training camp, Ross and Mahomes have reportedly shown early chemistry connecting. It's like laser beams. It's literally Dr. Evil connecting multiple times from undrafted to taking first team reps. Ross is looking scary.
I'm surprised that's not in quotation.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if like Justin Ross actually has any. Does he have value?
Let's look. Justin Ross, keep trade cut, wide receiver 65. Who do you want?
Oh my gosh. What?
Right next to Wan'Dale Robinson. Do you want Justin Ross or DPJ? Donovan Peoples-Jones, that is.
Yeah.
DPJ.
Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd actually
Michael Thomas.
Value. Michael Thomas actually has
Rashid Shaheed. I'll take Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Isaiah Hodgins.
Yeah.
Zay Jones, Chase Claypool, Curtis Samuel, Tank Dell, Cedric Tillman, Terrace Marshall, Michael Wilson, Khalil Shakir,
Tank Dell is third-round draft capital.
Hunter Renfrow, Josh Palmer, Paris Campbell, Adam Thielen, Darius Slayton, Xavier. Yeah. Like, there's so many guys, and like, yes, these are all way down there. I'll take all of them over Justin Ross.
Absolutely will too.
And let's just talk about his numbers in college because that's what everyone always wants to talk about in the Dynasty community when it comes to his production as a freshman, which at this point was 5 years ago. He was playing with Trevor Lawrence in 2018 in 14 games. He had 46 receptions for 1,000 yards and a 15% target share for 9 touchdowns and a catch rate of 61.3%. After that, he was hurt pretty much all the time. Missed his entire junior year, missed a majority of 2021, hurt all of last season when he went undrafted because of his medical red flags. He's a big body dude. He's 6'4", 210, an arm length of 32 inches, and ran a 4.69, so he's not super speedy. He's more of a big body guy. He's going to be 24 pretty soon. And with him, like, what are we expecting? Like, let's just look at the Chiefs wide receiver room.
Nathan, but
Rashee Rice,
5 years ago, he averaged 3.3 receptions per game for 71 yards. He's an elite prospect. He's coming back.
I mean, 3 years ago, Trey Lance was dominating Division II college football, and look where he is now. So I don't really know what we're expecting from Justin Ross. If we're expecting him to hit, what's his ceiling? 400 yards? Okay. Is that fantasy relevant in any way? Does that have any dynasty value whatsoever? It doesn't.
All right, we've spent too much time on Justin Ross now, but next guy's Rashad Penny. Will Rashad Penny be the running back 1 in Philly? I can guarantee you he will. Here's the thing. You know what I'm getting at? We have a rule, like a written rule, and the written rule says we do not base players' values on predicting injury, and we don't. There's a little asterisk right by that rule, a little asterisk in it, and when you go down to like the subsection at the bottom, it says except for Rashad Penny. That's it. That's like the rule. You can't do that. And honestly, Darren Waller could be down there too, but you can't do that unless it's Rashad Penny. With Rashad Penny, bold prediction from me. He gets hurt this year. No way. I know. It's going to be wild, but I mean, if Rashad Penny, let's play a theoretical game because that's what people want to play with Rashad Penny. If he stays healthy in Seattle, he puts up really good numbers. If he were to stay healthy this year in Philadelphia, he's going to put up really good numbers. What's the problem with that hypothetical situation?
He's going to get hurt by week 4. I'm predicting it now. He will be hurt by week 4.
I mean, in the last 2 seasons, he's played 5 and 10 games. So how many weeks are in an NFL season now?
18 weeks.
So
17 games.
In the 5 years Rashad Penny has been in the league, he's played 5 games, 10 games, 3 games, 9, and 13. That doesn't really that was his first year.
Yeah.
Doesn't really seem like he has the ability to stay healthy through a full season. I'm gonna bet that with a 100% failure rate to play even 15 games, that he's not gonna start doing it now.
It's
bold.
Can I tell you Rashad Penny's injury history dating all the way back to 2018?
Yes, you can.
2018 ankle, 2018 knee, 2018 knee, 2018 knee, 2019 hamstring, 2019 hamstring, 2019 hamstring again, 2019 knee, 2021 calf, hamstring in 2021. 2022 isn't even accounted for here. So
groin strain.
That's really, I mean, that's all I have to say about that.
Really
groin strain and tibia fracture in 2022.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Yeah. Okay. That was really funny. All right, the next guy on this list, our favorite, Calvin Ridley.
Oh boy.
Have you seen him doing the ladder drill?
Dude.
Calvin Ridley's all the way back.
Actually, I thought that was Devonta Smith doing the ladder drill.
No, there's a Calvin Ridley ladder drill.
Oh, okay. I mean, they are NFL wide receivers. I hope they're better at the ladders than anyone else in the world.
We should do us doing ladders and put it. That would be so fun.
Well, I was going to talk about this in the pod. Never mind. Calvin Ridley, there's a clip that surfaced of him, elevating, stretching his body out, laying out.
Cool catch.
This clip alone will increase Calvin Ridley's fantasy football ADP by 10 spots, according to Eric Moody on Twitter, and he is correct. I mean, this guy is going to continue to go up in ADP, regardless of your opinion on Calvin Ridley, and honestly, I'd like to hear Simon's perspective on it, but he's, already injured during training camp. It was something that you could say was maybe a little bit fluky, but there's going to be a lot of growing pains with Calvin Ridley. I'd say temper your expectations. Don't get excited about a nice catch that he makes in training camp because they can't even hit each other right now, or they just did like yesterday. So,
and like the first or second practice they had bats.
Yeah,
he was hurt. Oh gosh,
yeah. We've always known that he's a good wide receiver.
We know
that has
the
never been in question.
There.
It's never been in question.
Yeah. All right. Brandon Aiyuk.
Yeah, Mr. Uncoverable.
He's uncoverable. Yeah. Brandon Aiyuk, San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Aiyuk looks uncoverable in camp and looks like a big year incoming.
It's looked like a big year has been incoming for the last 3 years. Let me just say that. Brandon Aiyuk is a good wide receiver. People act like he's some slept-on player who's never gotten any attention. He was a first-round pick. The 49ers always intended to use him in this role behind Deebo Samuel.
He finishes as the wide receiver 15, and people are like, "You're sleeping on him."
To be fair, we don't know Kyle Shanahan's intentions with Brandon Aiyuk, but I don't see he's not as versatile as Deebo Samuel. He's not the tight end that George Kittle is, and CMC's a running back, so I don't see how he usurps any of them in line for targets there. And I like Aiyuk. I like his price at wide receiver 28 in fantasy right now, but
yeah.
Stop saying he's going to be a wide receiver 1.
Yeah, the nice thing with Aiyuk is that in contrast to Deebo Samuel, who does struggle with injury, he is most likely going to miss 2 or 3 games in a year for you. With Brandon Aiyuk, he stays relatively healthy consistently. He's played 17 games over the last 2 years, respectively. And even though he was wide receiver 15 last year, that was really mainly because Deebo got hurt, and then they lost every single quarterback that was playing there, and he averaged 13.4 points per game, which was actually only 23rd from a points per game basis. So a lot of his production, which he absolutely earned being overall wide receiver 15, just keep in mind his game-to-game upside just isn't going to be as high as the other guys in that offense. His ceiling is not that of George Kittle. It's not that of Deebo. It's not that of Christian McCaffrey. Not even close, honestly. So, yeah, that's...
Trey Lance makes this list. Again, every year since he's been in the league, he's San Francisco 49ers, Trey Lance reportedly looked great to start training camp. Now, since that tweet, I think there have been alternate tweets that have said, Trey Lance actually sucked today. But Deebo Samuel was just asked about Brock Purdy. Deebo answered by saying that the quarterback competition will be intense and that Trey Lance has improved a lot. Mentioned he has much more touch than before. Huge endorsement. Yeah, so here's the thing about the 49ers quarterback situation is that Brock Purdy's going to start. And that's pretty much all. That's in terms of things you need to know. That's the one. That's it. Like, I mean, come back a month from now and tell us if Brock Purdy isn't started. Be like, I told you.
Trey Lance has all the upside in the world, but so does Sam Darnold. Zach Wilson has upside too. He's not starting.
No.
Dude,
You heard it here first. And really, you didn't. But
what have you been hearing
I think
about?
people agree with this by
What
now.
have you been hearing about James Cook this year?
Well, James Cook is going to be as versatile as an every down back in Buffalo's offense this season. I mean, his offensive coordinator. So, I mean, this is the real deal.
That's that's the most unbiased source you
the
could
real
possibly
deal.
get.
Correct. His offensive coordinator, Ken Dorsey, said, quote, it's in quotes, so that's good. He said, we're excited about his versatility as an every down back. And actually, just recently, I think it was either today or yesterday, where he said that we're really excited to have him be an effective threat in the passing game and get tons of opportunity on third downs. So, just plenty of hype going in with James Cook going into this season, just like last year, where he was opening eyes on a daily basis in training camp. And this year, honestly, from a value perspective in Dynasty, I've warmed up a little bit to James Cook.
Yes.
And it's just because of his situation. And honestly, a lot of it, additionally, is going to be because of the fact that Nyheim Hines is out for the season now. And that does impact him a lot and is going to help him. There's just less mouths to feed, less people to spread the ball around to in the backfield there. So, but that
Closing
being said,
statement here. James Cook had 140 touches in 15 games his final year in college. He has no profile to be an every down back, and that's complete BS.
No, he's never proven it.
Yeah, people are like, Damian Harris does not matter for James Cook until Damian
Yes, he
Harris
does.
starts getting all the red zone touches. Like, okay, whatever. What are you hearing about DJ Moore, Simon?
DJ Moore and Justin Fields, they're the next Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs.
Can I say something real quick? The Bears, everybody's seen the highlight video of the Bears cornerback. I can't remember his name. Picking off. Well, that's the thing, though. They don't show you. But he gets an interception, and he does the Spider-Man celebration.
Yeah.
The Bears intentionally cut the video so you couldn't see Justin Fields throwing the pick, which I think is hilarious. Like, the top comment was like, who threw the pick? Like, I wonder who. Well, this is fun. This is interesting, actually, and I think this is going to bring his stock up. Yesterday in camp, Justin Fields threw a touchdown.
No.
Yeah.
He
But
threw
you don't see him
a
doing that very
touchdown?
often.
Yeah. To
Oh my
DJ Moore, of all
gosh.
people. Go ahead.
You know what? He's going to be MVP. He's going to throw 35 touchdowns this year.
We're not even going to get into all the DJ Moore stats if that's fine with you guys, but I will do a Bears team stat. Last year, the Bears were the last team, the lowest pass attempts per game in the league. When DJ Moore scored 15 points per game, that was his best season. The Panthers, they were second in the league in passes per game with 17 more pass attempts than the Bears did in 2022. So for DJ Moore to get to 15 points per game, he's going to have like a 50% target share. And that's not going to happen. I don't know if you know football very well, but that's never happened before, and it's not going to happen this year with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
And on the topic of Justin Fields, LaDainian Tomlinson, or I just totally butchered his name, LT just said that Trevor Lawrence can't do what Justin Fields can do with his legs.
I agree with that.
But Justin Fields can throw the ball like Trevor Lawrence.
Huh.
Therefore implying that Justin Fields is better than Trevor Lawrence.
Zach Wilson can throw the ball pretty far too.
I mean, let's give LaDainian Tomlinson a ball and see how well he can throw it, because that's probably the reason why he was a running back and not a quarterback. That is seriously stupid.
Let me say this, because I know there's already at least a dozen Bears fans going into the comments that are going to tell us for the 50,000th time that, do you not realize that the Bears offensive line last year was
It's a new voice.
historically bad? Did you not realize
It's a new
that?
character.
No, actually we did. We also realized that Justin Fields was historically bad as well. Like worse than any, the passing offense was worse than any other offense we've seen in over a decade, or maybe it's even 2 decades. That bad, 2,200 passing yards. And you're telling me that Justin Fields' success is completely dependent on the Bears having a decent offensive line? Like, if that's the case, then he's not that good. Moving on.
In other news, Tua got a tattoo.
Why is Tua in this video? He's not a sell.
Well,
He's not a sell before it's too
these
late.
are all sells. These are all sells. It's just training camp hype.
Everyone so far has been a sell.
Literally, the title of the video is "Sell these players before it's too late." We're not selling Tua, actually, but
He did get a tattoo.
He just went from injury prone to the most coveted asset in Dynasty. Oh, and also, He's Steph Curry. I thought Bryce Young was Steph Curry.
Yeah, he was compared to Steph Curry. And this is more of just a fun thing to put in here because
we're not selling to him.
We're not selling to him.
We like Tua and we like his brain.
He did get a tattoo,
right.
and that did boost his
That
value.
didn't count. So, you took him out. That was going to be funny.
Oh, we'll put it back in.
Okay. Well, the next guy that's on this list, you obviously know who it is because he is a first-round dynasty startup pick. Consensus top 5 every single time. Where is he at? I don't know his name.
Who?
Deuce Vaughn.
No, the dingus. Jeez, Simon.
Nathan, this is your guy.
Aaron Cruikshank.
Cruikshank.
Yep.
Duh.
I've heard of the guy. He had a really nice one-handed
He had
catch.
an insane catch, and his quarterback's Justin Fields. So,
Man, this is just a Bears hate video.
oh man, it's almost like we hate the Bears. And then the last guy on this list, have you heard of Deuce Vaughn? Have you heard of him? Short flat into the second level, catches the ball, an instant spin move that decimated the defender. This guy he should win an award for this writing. Then got wrapped up, but slipped the tackle for 20 more yards. What?
He's
Did you see the video?
He's also 4 foot nothing.
Did you see they didn't even have pads on. They were just like wrapping up. That's why he broke the tackle. It was really funny.
Okay, you might say, okay, Dynasty Domain guys, this was a very negative video. Yeah, we're not trying to be negative.
Actually, we're having fun.
It's just pretty fun.
It
like
is- it
the
is-
training camps, and look, are we selling every single one of these guys? Like,
No.
absolutely.
Why did you
No.
delete George Pickens? George Pickens
is not a sell.
It doesn't matter. He had a massively hyped training camp video where honestly,
Oh,
it was pretty well covered, and he
No,
just had a really
let's-
nice one-handed catch. Like,
no, but then let's talk about the George Pickens. I'll give you this tweet, but this was so clean by George. What a clean rep. And he literally pushed off, caught the ball, and at the end of the video, the flag flies in right next to him. Like, yeah, it was real clean, guys. A real clean rep. George Pickens,
Yeah.
seriously, I've seen so many videos of him, and every single one, he's not getting any separation.
Yeah.
So
No-
again,
zero
we're
separation.
not hard selling these guys, and we don't hate these guys or anything, but it's just fun to kind of go through the training camp hype and dissect it and make fun of it.
Just
because-
asking, are they sells? Is their value still fine? It's just a value check mainly is what we're talking about here. This doesn't have to be that every single guy is selling this video.
And
but
football's back,
George
so,
Pickens is
yeah.
getting a lot of training camp hype because he does every single year, and he's going to every single year. He's always going to have highlight reel catches.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you want a team blueprint? Team blueprint on the screen. Take a look at this. It's going to give you a multi-year plan for your dynasty team, and it's going to give you a good idea of what your team build type is like right now. Players to target. It's got all kinds of information. If you want one of those, head over to flockfantasy.com/domain. When you use our code to get 30% off, you select the annual Mother Flocker tier. You get a blueprint. You get all of our rankings, you get articles, you get databases, you get into the Discord with us, you get into listener leagues. It is a jam-packed value. Like I said, annual Mother Flocker tier gets you a blueprint, so head over there to flockfantasy.com/domain. Again, if you haven't liked the video, make sure you do that. Yeah, and like on 3123. Nathan, you were late. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. As always, we'll see you later. Bye.